Maybe burn the house, she suggested. Make it look like an accident. By 2015, Sergeant Rosemary Ndlovu wasn't just a police officer. She was a predator, hiding behind the very law she was sworn to uphold. The bad luck that had claimed her cousin and her sister hadn't stopped. It had merely moved closer to home. This is part 2, The Predator in the Precinct. Before we dive into the chilling evidence, make sure you are subscribed to Echoes of the Unsolved 001. Turn on that notification bell so you don't miss our final deep dive into the sentencing in part 3. October 2015. Rosemary's partner, Yingwani Maurice Mabasa, disappears. He was a man who shared her life, her bed, and her home. When his body was eventually discovered, the scene was horrific. He had been sustained 80 stab wounds. It was an overkill, a crime of intense, focused violence. While the police looked for a motive in the streets, Rosemary looked for her policy documents. For Maurice, she had taken out multiple policies. The payout? Over 400,000 rand. But the greed was becoming a hunger that couldn't be satisfied. In early 2018, her nephew, Mayeni Mashaba, was found dead after meeting with her. Then, another nephew, Brilliant Mashego. Every time a relative was buried, Rosemary's bank account swelled. The total was now climbing toward 2 million rand. But inside the Tembisa police station, the air was changing. The whispers were no longer about bad luck. They were about patterns. Investigators from the SAPS and insurance fraud units began to cross-reference their data. They saw it. The short window between a policy being opened and a life being ended. They saw the beneficiary name, Nomia Rosemary Ndlovu, appearing like a recurring nightmare on every claim. The realization was sickening. The monster wasn't a stranger. She was in the briefing room, wearing the same badge, drinking the same coffee. But they needed a smoking gun. They needed Rosemary to convict herself. They set a trap. An undercover officer, posing as a hitman, met Rosemary in a rigged car. What the cameras captured would haunt the nation. Rosemary sat there, calm and clinical. She wasn't just ordering a hit, she was directing a tragedy. She wanted her sister and her sister's 5 children dead. All of them, in one night. Maybe burn the house, she suggested. Make it look like an accident. She spoke about the children, her own nieces and nephews, not as family, but as obstacles to a payout. She pointed out the house, showing the hitman exactly where the children slept. As the investigators watched the live feed, the horror set in. This was a serial killer with a badge. The trap was ready to spring, but Rosemary was still calculating the interest on the next set of deaths. The mask was off. The grieving auntie was gone. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments. Do you think Rosemary's colleagues genuinely didn't know? Or were they protecting one of their own? Drop your thoughts below. It really helps the channel reach more true crime fans. In part 3, we go inside the trial that shocked South Africa. The colorful dresses, the lack of remorse, and the final audit that would trade her blue uniform for prison orange forever. Rosemary thought she held the pen, but the law was about to write the final chapter. Make sure you're subscribed to Echoes of the Unsolved 001 so you don't miss the conclusion.